You know, throughout high school, I'm in 11th grade now, and throughout my experience in high school, I have run into a lot of people that they say they really don't care about school. And a lot of kids that say that are the kids that they come to school high. And I'm gonna just lay this out right now. I have nothing against people who smoke weed or things like that. There's really nothing wrong with it. It just depends on how much you actually do. If you just go overboard with it, then what's the point? But I've had friends, and I put that in quotes, friends that they'll come to school high every morning, and their mentality about school was, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I get sent to the principal's office. I don't give a damn if I get an NP. In our school, we call it NPs. We don't call it fails. I guess it's just kind of how our district is. So some school, I'm not part of LAUSD, even though I live in LA. My school is not part of LAUSD, but we say NPs instead of Fs or fails and things like that. So NPs basically are fail. So those type of people that say, I don't care if I get in trouble. I don't care if I don't do good on this test. What is the point of you coming to school? You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like I don't like surrounding myself around people that have that mentality of I don't care. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, all that when they're saying I don't care, it's gonna come all back on them in the future. When it's time to apply for a job, you're not gonna be able to apply to be a doctor. You're not going to be able to apply to be an engineer. You're not going to be able to apply to be a graphic designer. You have to have skill to do that. And if you don't go to school to develop that skill and I know that for a game designer, you don't necessarily have to go to school to gain skill for that. But if you want to go far in your life, you need to stay in school. You need to go do good in high school, do good in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, because that's what colleges they usually look at, 10th, 11th grade and 12th grade. They don't really look at 9th grade, because your first year of high school, you got to really adjust, you got to adapt to what's going on. But once 10th grade comes, you got to be used to it already. You got to be on your A game. 11th grade, even better. 12th grade, you got to do your best, because that's when you start applying to colleges. And I just, it's sad to see that this is what society is today. We young society, the young kids my age, there are a lot of kids out there that don't really care. They don't care, and I'm not one of them. And I don't know if it's the way that I'm raised, and it probably is, because I wouldn't say that I was raised in the strict. I'm not raised in a strict house, but I'm spoiled in a way. If I ask for something, I might not get it right away, but later on down the road, I'll end up getting what I want. I think I was just the way I was raised. I was raised to always be on my A game, do better than that person that you saw fail. You know what I'm saying? Show them that this is what you could have done. This is what you still have the potential to do. And I guess some kids are not raised like that. Their parents don't really school them and tell them, the aspects of life. This is where school would get you. So if you're wondering, does school really matter? Is it useless? No, it is not useless. Yes, it does matter, because if you don't get a degree, if you don't go get good scholarships or degrees, or you don't necessarily have to have a scholarship. If you don't get a good degree, if you don't go get your socialist or your bachelor's or your master's, you're not going to have a career. You're not going to be able to be that doctor that you want to be. You're not going to be able to be that engineer that you want to be. You're not going to be able to do that, be that teacher, that professor, whatever you want to be. You're not going to be able to conquer that, because you did not care in high school. So that's why I say high school really determines your future. College determines your future as well, but not as much as high school. High school, that's where you got to be. If you don't do good in high school, you can't get into a college. You can't get into a university. At least if you want to go to a nice good college, you gotta do good. So that's why I say, if you have that mentality of I don't care, call my parents, or I don't care if I get an NP, I don't care if I didn't study for this test, I don't care about all the things, then I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna see how far you're gonna get. And I'm gonna guarantee you right now, you're not gonna get far. You're not gonna get far at all. So change that mentality. Be that person where, you don't have to say, I'm not telling you to say, yeah, I care. Yes, dude. Yeah, I care. No, I'm not saying to do that. What I'm saying is, have that mentality where, yeah, I gotta do this. Who cares if I'd rather be at home smoking all day, or I'd be at home playing video games all day, whatever. Just be that person, like, yeah, because in the future, all these things that I'm doing now are really going to be pointless. I'm really not going to be into it when I get older. So I might as well just, go ahead on, do it without complaint, get it out the way. Your homework only maybe take an hour, depending on what kind of classes you have at least. But don't have that I don't care mentality, because that's what's going to bring you down, and it's all going to come back at you in the future. And that's basically it. That's basically what I want to share with you guys today. So hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Hope it was interesting. The commentaries that I produce are commentaries that you really have to sit down and pay attention to and really think about. You know what I'm saying? You really have to think about the commentaries that I bring to my channel. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Remember, don't have that I don't care mentality. But I'm not saying go around and say, yes, I care. But say, I can do it. I can do it. It's going to pay off in the future. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.